5 o'clock and time to start our work session. Welcome, everybody. Before we start, I want to say a few words about two things. First, Jim Tracy passed away. He's former state senator, and he had good man. He died of small intestine cancer at 69 years of age. But the reason I mention him, his relationship with Lewisburg, I want to give you a bit of history. If you're familiar with the rec center, the additional parking that was by the sports center, when he was with USDA, he helped with that, and I think he helped with some police cars that went through USDA. But the most significant thing he did for us, he was the chair of the Senate Transportation Committee.
Sure was.
And several years ago, this has been a long time ago, like all federal projects, the bridge next to City Hall here is rated the worst bridge in Marshall County. And so, as routine, they sent us a proposal to replace it, where the city was required to match 20% of it, no matter what the cost would be, and evidenced by other projects. There was no cap to it, so if it went from 2 million to 3 million, we were still had that 20%. Well, he and Paul Diggs, who was the deputy commissioner of transportation, visited us, and we fed them lunch, which was cheap based on the return. So, what's 20% of 3 million? Is that
A lot.
More than we can afford.
600,000.
Yeah. Well, we have a contract downstairs, and Debbie has it, where they came up with a special deal. You correct me if I'm wrong, Debbie, that our total match, and never go up, it's all there is, $8,600. Is that close, Debbie?
That's about right, just thousands, just thousands.
So that's
Minimal.
in the future. That's a signed contract downstairs when they ever, that hurricane, Helen, it would have been under construction now, but Helen pushed a lot of projects out, so that's not scheduled to 2028. But that was significant. Also, while we're talking about roads, I'm somewhat of a historian. The widening of Mooresville Pike from West Ellington to the interstate. We had a representative named Joe Folks. You remember him, Tommy?
Yes, sir, from Pulaski.
And he was the chair of the House Transportation Committee. So we invited him down, and what we were trying to get was to get some guardrails. If you ever remember Mooresville Pike being real narrow and bridges narrow, to put some approach guardrail to it. So the reason I say this, we're indebted to him. He says, well, why don't we just widen the road? And because of his position, he had the muscle to make it happen. You can't do that anymore.
That's right.
And it's a point of information, and I won't go into detail to it. It was designed to go all the way to Old Columbia Road as a 5-lane, with a curb and gutter section from West Ellington on to Old Columbia Road, or to where the 4-lane is, on West Commerce is now. That's another story. Well, the survey, design, all the permits were gathered. It was sitting on the shelf for lack of funding. And when President Obama was elected, there, as a stimulus for the economy, he made available funds for shovel-ready projects. And what shovel-ready means, that all the environmental, all the right-of-way, everything that you could immediately start digging. And as a result of that, Mooresville Pike Mooresville Pike was widened to those 5 lanes. So there's 2 politicians that we can thank for, one the bridge and the other the 5-laning at Mooresville Pike. So that's just a little bit of history that some of you may not have known, but maybe years from now, somebody asks how that happened.
Mr. Jim Tracy was a business owner nationwide.
Yeah, Nationwide Insure, he had an office here on West Commerce at one time.
Last time I saw him, he was in Lewisburg. I listened to him talk at Rec Center. Mr.
Good.
Tracy was here.
Good man, good
Served
man.
with him.
So I wanted to make mention of that. Somebody contributed directly to us. First item?
Okay, I got to read our resolution.
Okay, go ahead.
To clarify, this is a monthly work session of the mayor and council. This is a meeting that is held each month to allow the members to discuss specific items in preparation for the regular council meeting, which is held second Tuesday of each month. The dialogue of this meeting will be between the mayor, council, and staff members only. The time for citizens' involvement will come at the regular meeting to be held next Tuesday night during the citizens' input portion of the meeting. We respectfully ask that you hold your comments or any question until that time unless called upon. And once the meeting is adjourned, we ask that everyone exit the meeting room and the property in a timely manner.
Okay.
Number 1, consideration of an ordinance to name a bridge located on East Church Street as Willie J. Mitchell Bridge. We've got 2 from Ms. Henry has submitted. One is down there by State Farm, right there at the light. And then I've talked to the mayor, and we talked about the East Church Street Bridge. I think that something's in process for that, but she turned in 2 sheets for both locations, either one, so.
Well, how do y'all feel about that? It was noted, we just named a park after him, and there's several other things that he has his name on.
Yeah, we spent a couple, 3,000 on renaming that park. I think his name's on a plaque on this building. Did you say the rec center too?
There is a plaque on this building. He was part of the council panel when they constructed this building, and then the rec center has a plaque with all those councilmen, and he was on that.
So, what's your feelings?
I don't have no problem with it.
Okay,
I don't have any disrespect to Mr. Mitchell, but I kind of think we just did a lot for him. I don't know. I don't know that I'd be willing to really push for it since we did just get done doing the park, which looks very nice, by the way.
Ronald?
I'm up for it. The park was kind of, I want to call it a redo because it was, I mean, I know we just done it, but it should have been done years ago. We just kind of corrected something that should have been done in the first place. Knowing that we just did do it, it wasn't anything new to me. I've always considered it to be his park anyway. So, I don't know, we got a number of things that we gotta limit on what you can do for someone or not, I don't know.
Vicki, you have any comments?
Yeah, I do. My only issue with this is if a person finds an unnamed bridge and goes through the proper channels of our application process, I'm not sure that we can turn that down. I mean, if we need to make our application process stronger or just take it away totally, that's a different issue. But once you have, it's like Mr. Hosoloff, was that the last one? Yeah, that came through?
Holzhoff.
Holzhoff. We accepted it because he had all the proper paperwork. And so by not doing this one as well, now I was confused that there were two. I thought we were gonna name two bridges. But, because that's the way it looks. But that's my only concern is that once you go through the application process and it's correct, can you turn it down?
Well, I think that's what the process is meant to do. If we're talking about the process itself, you know, there's certain steps that the presenter has to go through, and then it's up to the council to vote yea or nay.
Yeah.
Or that's how I interpret it.
Mhm. But it is down to the one by Heritage South. This one's not.
By a State Farm.
Right. Yeah.
If
by
you're gonna,
Peggy's
if you're gonna
place.
pick one,
Peggy Hubbard's.
do that one rather than the one next door here.
Yeah. So,
Okay, any further comment from anybody?
I mean, Willie Jay's a fine man. He's my baseball coach. I think the world of him. I think that field, I mean, I think one naming of what would be enough for anybody.
I think it's just quick. It's just real quick after the last thing we just did. That's it. That's why it comes as a surprise.
And we're about out of bridges.
Yeah. I'm surprised you found one.
Yeah, we've got people coming in and asking to name. when
We're gonna
there's
have to
already a
do
name.
something. Yeah, she's got people, when I just spoke with her, Gina was saying she's got people coming in all the time. They don't care if their name, they want their person's name on there as well. And you gotta be able to stop the county from naming city bridges, which they do that.
Yes, that has been done numerous times. I could name 4 off the top of my head where they were within the corporate limits and never said a word to the city. And the county passed it and sent it to the legislature, and I don't know if the legislature knew. You got any insight on that, Billy? Where they just accept something that's inside a city, even with the county,
When it
it's
gets
on a
to,
state highway?
well, when it gets to the legislature, they're relying on local governments to have done the due diligence in this. I've never seen any one of them in my terms up there to even get a no vote. It just gets, there's no scrutiny at the legislature that I've ever seen.
Well, it's an emotional issue
It
too, when
is.
people
It
lose a
is,
loved one.
It
certainly.
is, it's a very
They,
emotional issue.
They want something permanent to do. So, it'll be on the agenda for Tuesday. Next item.
Item 2, discuss to increase city court traffic fines and fees. Debbie?
Yeah, I know we've been working on these for quite a while, and Jessica has worked on them. I don't think from what we've discussed this week that we are actually ready to move forward. I think Mr. Hutto, and then we've spoken with Mr. Eskew, and I think we want to try to maybe put this off another month. Mr. Hutto, is that your advice also, or?
It is, we want to, because we have one ordinance that would be on its second reading about the e-citations. These traffic court costs also kind of fall under that same city ordinance. So we're just combining the two, and there were some things in it that, we wanna make sure that we're charging the appropriate amounts that we can charge, and, the way the statute's written, I've gone back and forth with Mr. Eskew about, are we charging this or that, and why this one and not that one? And so we're just trying to straighten that out and, to have it on the August agenda. So we'd probably defer the e-citation and combine it with these court cost changes, because that's gonna make, end up being a major change to the entirety of that, I think, chapter 13 in our, court costs and city court operation, and we don't wanna rush that part.
Questions?
Would it be helpful, Mr. Hutto, you might speak to this also, if we had Mr. Eskew in the room at the same time, just for the council's questions, or would that muddy the water even more? Once you're done, we'll have a good handle on.
I think once we're done, we'll have a good handle, and if you were gonna come, I think I'd want him to come to the August work session where we had the
Yeah.
finished statute ordinance for him to, talk through with us.
And I was suggested that it would be the August work session, but if you feel that y'all will understand the explanation from, because I can't discuss to the legal part, or, I'm not that schooled on actually how that is set. So if anyone's interested, I'll try to get Mr. Eskew and see if his schedule would allow for August work session. If,
Sure, why not? So we'll delay this to the August?
This, and then, next week, we'll just vote to defer the e-citation to August, because if we don't, it'll probably just end up getting, not quite rewritten, but at least renumbered, and if we're gonna do that, might as well just
Do it all
wait
at once,
completely,
yeah.
do it all at once.
Yeah,
So
makes
are we gonna
sense.
have something on the agenda to pass?
No,
No.
it'll just be
Okay.
the motion to defer.
Okay.
We're agreeing to move it. We don't have to defer it if we're moving it, correct?
We may not, we could just, I guess, the e-citation ordinance is up for a second reading, so we defer that and move it into an amendment, and essentially do everything at once in August and September.
Did I interrupt you, Vicki?
No, I was just gonna say, if he can't be here, we should probably go on and keep it on August, even if the gentleman can't be here.
Yeah, because the, I guess, draft ordinance is, and some of the ones that we've seen, are set up for cities where their city court doesn't have general sessions jurisdiction, and so that limits or changes the fines they can charge. Our city court does have general sessions jurisdiction, so we have to charge the same things general sessions does, and there's a limited number of things that we can set our own fees for.
Okay.
So are we in agreement that that's not going to be on the agenda for Tuesday?
I believe we are.
Next item?
Item 3, request by staff for zoning ordinance amendment to Article 5 and Chart 1 of the City of Lewisburg zoning ordinance to add the RS-30 residential single-family 30,000 square foot district and RS-20 residential single-family 20,000 square foot district. Received a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission at the June 16, 2026 meeting. Richard?
All right, so what we're doing here is creating two new zoning districts, neither of which will initially be on our zoning map to start with. These were both modeled after the R1 district. The lone change to even the permitted uses, which is primarily targeting single-family residential, was lot size. The RS-20 district has a 20,000 square foot lot size, so a half acre. The RS-30 has a 30,000 square foot lot size, so approximately 3/4 of an acre. Outside of that, the other item that changed here is There is some language in the zoning ordinance that says if somebody doesn't request a different zone along with annexation, they're automatically assigned to R1. We're changing that where they're automatically assigned to RS30. But of course, they can always submit a rezoning application along with that to request a different district. The real difference between the two districts and locations is the RS20 is intended to be along arterials and collectors, so roads that are built to handle a little more traffic, versus the RS30 would essentially be your fringe zoning district. I'm happy to answer any questions that the body may have.
Questions? Okay, that'll be on the agenda for Tuesday. Thank you, Richard.
Item 4, consideration to add Juneteenth as a City of Lewisburg holiday. Councilman Ronald Robinson.
Yeah, I had asked for this, like most industries, get that day off, like it's a national holiday, then, the banks are closed. Majority of people are closed, some don't take it. But, I feel like, the city should get that day off. I think the county is looking at, like they brought it up, and it was turned down, and the county is, in the process of bringing it back up again for them also.
I'm not sure we can afford another paid holiday at this time.
What do you mean afford?
Well, it costs money to have a paid holiday. And it's a budget increase that we haven't planned for.
I mean, the money will be paid anyway, whether you're there or not.
Well, it would not be for the police and the fire, because they would be paid a premium for those workers. My only issue is, and I don't have a problem, mine is that we just approved the budget on June the 30th, and now we're already trying to change it. It would be a budget amendment item, because that premium for the fire and the police are not there, is not in this budget, which, you know, it really what the procedure would be, and I'm suggesting that you wait until the next budget cycle, is that it would go before the budget committee. We would look at it, we would put numbers on it, we would present it to the city council and include it in the budget for FY28, and let the council approve it then. But right now, it's going to be a hard sell when we just approved a budget 7 days ago and we're already trying to change it, so. That's my issue with it, it's just not in the budget.
And Ron, the way I look at it, and I think it come up a year or two ago, but I don't know that we can afford a holiday no matter what you call it. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
How many holidays do our employees
How many do we have,
I
Gene?
think it's 14, I believe. I would have to look at that.
I think Franklin gets 10 and Brentwood gets 10.
Or I'd have to look.
We're more than those two large cities.
Yeah, I mean, I can get y'all a number and let y'all know without, you
Yeah.
know.
I'd be curious, I don't think I've seen a list. I would like that list, Gina,
Okay.
if you'd send it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but my recommendation would be just to go through the budget process next year with this request and let the council decide if it's a budgeted item or not.
Well, and that way you could take a look at it and thoroughly cost it,
Right.
to know every cost that's associated with it.
Shannon, you have any comment?
I have none.
So what is the pleasure? To send it to the budget committee? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I slick agree with that.
Well, you could go on and do it if you wanted to, but I would wait and do it in the budgeting process. So that would be about, you know, what? November, December, maybe, bring it up so we can price it and then stick it in FY28's budget if we so choose to do so.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Well, that way you'd have time to do the costing and then get it to the council in time to do the budget planning.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I would do.
And I'll email everybody the holidays.
So the consensus is to not bring it Tuesday.
I think that's what we're saying, Mayor.
Everybody good with that?
You good with that, Ron? Good, thank you.
Next item.
Item 5, other business.
Anybody else?
I'll make a motion if you want me to.
Councilwoman Thomas, would you like to make a motion?
I motion we adjourn the meeting.
Is there a second to,
Second.
who's that, Shannon?
Yes, sir.
Shannon Crutcher seconds that vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned.
We will have a presentation, hopefully on the red sands, the human trafficking. That'd be done by Carrie and Chief Braden on next Tuesday night. So I just wanted to let y'all know that that's going to be.
Is it still
It's human trafficking. It's